This is a RadioROM interactive ROM tutorial for Cat6 or fiber to the edge solutions where you have your remotes or nodes in the ceiling remotely powered and home runs back to the IDF. We'll begin by pressing the interactive ROM button, and we'll right click on the tab and we can import images, clipboard import, or PDFs. For this example, we'll select image. We'll click and drag to highlight all the floor plans, and we'll press open, and we'll say yes to grayscale, yes to allowing the minimum resolution to improve performance, and we'll use the file names for the tab names. And you can see we've batch imported all 5 floor plans, and it will add a banner to the top based on the tab name. For this example, we'll delete all but one floor. And we want to scale this. We have our 100-foot line already drawn on this scale. All we need to do is trace it and set it to 100 feet. And that's going to set our area mode. So we can simply trace the perimeter. We can do it perfectly, or we can zoom out and just do a quick one. You generally get the same result. You can press your delete key if you trace wrong and you want to redo it. It'll delete the last point. And we're going to cancel out this courtyard. And we'll double click or right click to disconnect from the polygon. So now we have our 52,000 square foot area. We can press our back button on the lower left, and this will ask us if we want to set up our square footage for that. We'll say yes, and this will be a commercial example. We'll do a heavy environment, neutral host, and you can see our 52,000 square feet has been automatically entered for us here. We'll go to our step 2 ROM tab, and we'll select twisted pair composite fiber to the edge, and we'll do a 25 dBm composite power solution, which will be shared between all 3 carriers. And we'll click enable iROM. And once we enable the iROM, you can see that it still does a standard ROM calculation for reference, but the iROM down here gives us a warning that our antennas have not been placed on the floor plan yet. So we'll fix that by clicking switch to interactive ROM on the bottom left. And we have an IDF over here on the right side. So we'll place down our distribution point, and then we can place down our antennas, and the cable will be automatically connected. And since this is Cat6, if we exceed 100 meters, it's going to turn red. So in this case, if it was fiber to the edge, we're not going to get that warning, and our legend will update to show fiber. Let's place another distribution point on the left side. And we can finish placing our antennas. And we can clean up our cable runs. And if all your floors are similar, you can always duplicate your tabs, which will duplicate all the components on the floor plan. So now we have levels 1 through 4 all the same. We'll go back to our ROM setup, and we'll set our floor count to 4 to match. And we'll go to our step 2 ROM tab. And you can see we have a warning that our original ROM setup for 52,000 square feet does not match the 209,000 square feet we've now calculated. We can always go back and sync our square feet here. Generate ROM. And we can see our standard ROM calculated 55 remotes, and our iROM calculated 56. If for some reason you want to go with the standard ROM quantities, you can disable your iROM at any time, or you can enable it. But once you enable it, it's always going to override the standard ROM because it's going to favor what you've already set up in your iROM. If you're satisfied with your quantities, go to your step 3 bill of material tab, and you can see our 56 remotes here. And please see our other videos for how to set up a bill of material in RadioROM. Thanks for watching.